Hello everybody, I'm Greg. This is Greg's Beer Reviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hi guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer is from Samuel Adams Boston Beer Company. This is their Tasman Red. It's a red IPA coming in at 6.5% ABV. Guys, I got to pour this beer at the beer festival that we did last month. It may have been the end of May or 1st of June down here at the Civic Center at the ballpark. And we poured this, and we poured a California steam beer, and I went around and I thought this was a rather tasty beer, having it draft like that. I've not had it out of the bottle, so I was able to pick up a bottle of this so I can review for you. And let's see what it's about, guys. It is an American IPA coming in at 6.75%. This is part of their small batch series. The beer was a one-time brew, so if you see it, you want to try it, pick it up, because once it's gone, it's gone. They don't plan on doing it again. The food pairings, cuisine is a curry, Thai cheeses, a peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp, your more pungent cheeses, cheddar, even gorgonzola and Limburger. The meat for this is poultry, fish, and shellfish, and salmon. Pint glass, tumbler, stein, and mug. All those are good, just poured into something. And it's not recommended for extended cellaring, even though it's 6.75%. It will keep, but the hops will fade. If it's supposed to be hop forward, which the draft kind of was. So let's see if it is in the bottle. Is there anything that we need to talk about in the bottle? This Wildly Red IPA gets its character from the Tasmanian hops that are full of grapefruit, pine, and earthy notes, creating a bold flavor that threads through the taste. The hops are balanced by a core of roasty malts that give this brew body richness and hints of toffee. This flavorful brew is rounded and smooth with a dry and citrusy hop finish. So, let's get the cap off this bad boy. Got a black cap, Sam Adams written on the top. I don't know if I have any black ones down there. If I don't, that will end up on the fridge, on the green fridge. Alright guys, Sam Adams is basically the beer company that got me into craft beers. I lean a little bit toward their beers, but they're brewed to do some session beers. They do a lot of stuff that's out of the box. This is a small batch series. It's a little bit out of the box. The Utopia is way out of the box. That's in the gold tones you see back here in the case. It's like 20-some% alcohol, and all those still have the caps on them. They've not been opened. I'm not a big fan of the great big beers. I just collect stuff like that. So, guys, it looks really good in the glass. It has got a definite red hue to it. Didn't pour a super big head, and it was basically covering just the top of the beer there, about 1/8 of an inch there now. Not super carbonated, but there are bubbles streaming up from the bottom. Let's get a nose on it, see what we got. I get a slight hop presence there, a little grapefruitiness there, but the malt is the sweet malt. The toffee that they were speaking about is definitely forward on this. I don't know if it has a date on it anywhere. Usually they have something on it somewhere, some kind of digitized thing on it. So it's got condensation on it, so I don't see anything on the label that's marked, so we'll check it later. Guys, it looks pretty good in the glass. Roasted malts and toffee, and just a little bit of grapefruity, piney hops, just like the label said. Not a lot, though. I actually think the draft had a little more hop presence in this, so I don't know exactly how old this is. So, guys, cheers. Definitely more malt, toffee based in the bottle than it was in the draft. It had a lot more hop character when we did it a month or so ago at the beer festival. A lot fresher beer then, I'm sure, than what's in here. It just had time to set and flatten out, and the hops have faded a little bit. This is my opinion, guys. This is what I think has happened. We'll check for a date when I come back. A lot more maltier and toppier tasting now than it was at the festival. Very sweet. There is some hop bitterness on the end there to match that sweetness. So it's really a tasty beer. I liked it at the festival. I liked more hops that it had then than I do now, though. It is definitely not as hop forward as it was when I had it on draft. Still tasty though, guys. We're going to let it warm up. Be right back. We'll do the final chug on this one. Definitely above average beer, but like I said, it's not quite as tasty as it was when it was fresher. Be right back. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. I got just a little left here. Definitely more malty now than it was when it was in the keg earlier. The hops have faded tremendously, in my opinion, from what it was when it was fresh. More toffee and roasted malt, with just a little hop presence now. So, final chug, guys. Draft. This was an 8 and 8 minus in the bottle. I was going to look for the date. They used to have something on their bottle, I thought. Yeah, it's got a code right on the side there. 1421087. I can't read the rest of it. It's kind of faded out, so not impressive on the date either. It should be on the label, and it's not. So guys, as far as I'm concerned, if you can get this on draft, it's worth trying. The bottle is not that impressive. Maybe the bottle was a little better when it was fresh, but now this is in July. It's not impressing me a whole lot. So guys, with that being said, I'm going to give it a 5, a B minus. Great Beer has 95 overall and 91 in the style. So I mean, fresh, I would agree with those marks. And this is evidently faded over time. And Beer Adams comes up with an 86. If you can get this when it's fresh, it's a good beer. Or if you can get it fresh out of the keg, like I had it a month or so ago, it was delightful. But time has not served this beer well. That's not bad, but it's more malty than an IPA. So it's more like a malty red, and between a nut brown and a red ale there. So the hops have definitely faded in the bottle, guys. So give me some comments back on this. If you had it, liked it, loved it, couldn't stand it. It's a little weak on the back end here. We should have done this a little earlier, but I haven't had this one that long. I think I just picked it up on the last beer run or so. So guys, give me some comments back on this. And as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and let's look in the fridge tomorrow. Let's do it together. See you then.